there we go. There we go. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uh-oh. I messed something up here. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no. 11:10 on 10:3. But that's the one we want. Load. And only one of my headphones seems to be working at the moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we are back on some Cities Skylines. I was trying to make a cup of tea, and I was like a moment too late, so I'm going to reset my headphones. Give me a second here. I just gotta like put it back in the little box here, and then kind of pull them out and do this. Working. Let's try connecting these again. Oh, we got one. There we go. We got both of them. All right, welcome back. We got both the headphones working. We are back in the city of Foosha, and I still have to finish making my cup of tea. So give me just a moment, please. Let me put this on cinematic camera. Let this kind of scroll through the city. So for anybody out there who's joining me, please give me a second. I am just about ready to go. I just got to pull up my chat box over here. Should just take a moment. And, oh, I forgot to connect my other monitor. That's an issue. So I have a new computer on this. Hopefully I don't have to do a lot of this stuff when I go through all that. Like, I think it'll just be, I'll have both my monitors connected, I'll have all my stuff connected. I'm working on getting my Elgato working and everything like that properly. I have some wires coming and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully really soon we can start streaming through YouTube, X, and quite a few other things. So hey Chris, welcome. So alright, like I was saying, give me just a moment. Now that somebody is in the chat and knows what's going on, and when other people jump in the chat, they can be, oh yeah, he's grabbing his tea real fast. I made a cup of tea and I want to go grab it. It's in the kitchen, it's steeping, and I'll be right back. So just a second. Okay, I am back. Here we go. I just had to go finish mixing it basically. I already had it all ready to go. I just had the tea bag sitting there for a minute so it's steeped properly. And so, you know, I like a good black tea. I made some Earl Grey, and Earl Grey is a good one. And I'm also kind of a, you know, a lot of people might wonder why I do this, but I like it. And that is, I put half and half in my tea, and I love it. I think it's great. I love creamy tea. So if you don't, well, you know what? Go to Starbucks and try one. Maybe you'll change your mind. So anyway, welcome back. We are David. Welcome. Question free. Oh, that's weird because I did kind of start a little bit late. I did start like right after 12. That might be some of the issues there. I'm not sure why. As soon as I get this Elgato working and get the new computer set up and everything like that next week, hopefully things will be a little bit different. I'll be able to set up the actual like the screen where it's like already the premiere, whatever it is. I forget what it's called, but it's that screen where like it already shows you that I'm going to be coming on at a certain time, and so you can just like click and wait thing. So that will all be coming soon. I will be fixing all those features, and I'm glad I got the Elgato. I just have to get the upgrade on the computer here a little bit, and another wire so that I can connect. Where are they at? So I'm going to have to connect my Turtle Beaches back on again, start using my Turtle Beaches again, because the wire I'm getting connects to the Elgato, but won't let me use these wireless headphones like I like to do. So maybe every once in a while we'll switch back to just doing a single stream on YouTube, and I can enjoy the earbuds like I'm doing here. But all right, so we are obviously back in the city of Foosha. We were kind of messing around last time we were here, just checking stuff out, placing things down, and I was just jabber-jawing around about the city and stuff like that. So we've got a few things that I did think about wanting to do while I was in here, and that was taking, where are we at? Taking this area here. We got this nice little spot, this mountain area. It comes around the side over here. We got this little spot over here that's usable, and we don't have anything going on, you know? So I was thinking to myself, why wouldn't we have a road that goes from here? Let's see here. Somewhere here in Sterling, off of Sterling. And I'm thinking either this spot or this spot would be a good area for it. And I think this one will probably be the better spot. Now it's going to increase the traffic just slightly, but hopefully it'll be under control, because we're going to try to keep it down to just a few places up through here. So let's bring this out. You know, I think I am going to switch my headphones over here in a second, because even though my earbuds sound great, I think there's a problem with my receiver. My Bluetooth receiver, it's old. It was originally designed for a Nintendo Switch, an original Nintendo Switch, and yeah, it's just lately been acting up. I think I need to find a new Bluetooth receiver if I'm going to keep using this. Maybe something I could connect in to the whole setup I'm going to have going on with the Elgato. That'd be great, to be honest. So, all right, what I want to do is I'm going to bring the road out back towards community here a little bit, and then wrap it around this way, and come down here. We'll adjust. Now I want to follow along the base of this little hill here. Push it up a little higher, and now we'll give it a turn. Not trying to follow that straight line and make it look weird or anything like that. So we'll adjust all that like odd hill there and everything too. So just gotta give it a moment. I do want to keep with the dirt road. I do like the dirt road theme with what we're going to be using here. It'll make sense. That. Split these out a little wider. Don't need to be perfectly, you know, whole bunches of roads and all like perfect out here or anything like that. Let's come down here a little bit. There we go. Do something like this. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Plenty of access for anybody who needs to get around. Now this, I did want to take and do a couple of dead ends off of here, like this. this side. Something like that. Just kind of utilize a little bit of space. And again, I don't want to fill in a whole lot with what I'm doing here, but I'm just trying to use little bits of space. Like people would have bought property out here on this hill. This is how they're getting home. I mean, this is a lot of properties around here in Oregon. You know, it's just a dirt road that goes out, and there's tons of property out there. So I am playing Battlefield 6. I did get it on console. I was checking it out. I made a video yesterday on that, and yeah, I thought it was actually pretty good. Like, I was very impressed. I had a good time. Hopefully I can continue having a good time before too many hackers start getting in on that and messing the game up. So, yeah, it was fun, though. I did enjoy it. I think there is crossplay on that. I'm not sure, but like a lot of the times they do have crossplay, so. Something like that. Beautiful. Okay. One thing I was kind of considering is like maybe a tunnel through there, but I don't think I'd be able to build it right. Yeah, I can't do a tunnel with a dirt road, apparently. Do a bridge, but I can't do a tunnel. That's just messed up. Alright, so then we go to this. Something like that. And then we can go back and do this. That way it makes sense. The tunnel, I guess, you know, it's all concrete inside, so. Yeah. I mean, I'm not 100% hating it, but I'm not 100% liking it either, so. This little part, though, I'm not really sure about this. Like, if I am to do that, I don't like the way it sits. I prefer something more like this. Then if, like, let's go ahead and, you know, we're just going to see if it works. Let's go ahead and work with some of this. Terrain shift. Clean up this little edge here. So that way it's just more into the mountain. We get rid of that little squareness that's going on right there. It's all ventilation on it. And this side, the same. Kinda. You know, kinda go. This has got to raise up. Oh, that's just got to come down. This side's got to come down, right? Oh, it's got to raise. Oh, and then we're getting this little thing on the edge here. Clean that up over here. Just gotta watch those lines. Those are like perfectly, those are all there for a reason. You know, you watch them and everything should, if you just put those lines in the right shapes with each other. It's, I mean, I'm still not 100% sure about keeping the tunnel there, but, you know, it's not hideous anymore, so. What's going on here? What am I messing with? There we go. So anyway, despite whether I keep the tunnel there or not, yeah, you gotta make it, without that, it just doesn't look right. You can clean that up into the side back here and everything. Alright, I'm switching my headphones. The receiver is just acting too weird. Let me change this. Hopefully they have a charge on them. They've been traveling with me, and I've been using them on the PlayStation Portal. And I am 100% sure they don't have a charge. Shoot. Alright, well. Crud. Maybe re-plugging in the unit will reset it and make it work better. Let's try. that better? I didn't think it would change my microphone over when I did all that a minute ago, and it obviously did. Sorry about that, guys. That's totally not my intention to screw that up. I just thought I'd try getting the other headset on, then I realized, like, oh, the battery's dead on that one. You should know. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, man. All right, yep. Doing some rocks. I'm just sitting there talking about cleaning up the areas and what I would like to do and stuff like that with it. Make it look good. So, really wasn't anything super, like, necessary. All right, let's get some rocks through here. Okay, see if I can make this one a little bit, there we go. I like being able to, like, the fact that it does give me some workability with this, that I can, like, add rocks to each other. I do like that a lot. It's definitely a nice thing, a nice feature to have on here. Yeah, let's come in here. I don't really want to go too heavy there. I want to go with a little bit of stuff like this. I do like when you add the rocks by the water, it forces, you know, plants down in here into the water, so it's almost like having seaweed or whatever down in there. Too big for that little spot. Okay. Now, let's grab some of these. Find some good little spots to stick them, like, kind of near rocks. We're going to add some grass and stuff in here, too. I saw it. There we go. Some along the top of the road here. And I'm trying to do them with all the stuff that I've, you know, those larger ones I put in too. I like the way they kind of mix. Almost like they should be that way. Just gonna get a couple in here. I'm gonna grab some grass, some bushes. We'll make it look good. Might even throw in some trails or something, you know? The grass. You can get grass somewhat close to the water, like that. But it also depends on how the water is, like, moving in that area at the time too. Right there, that's good. There we go. Got a couple up here along the top. That is kind of the problem with the controller. Like, I can't, if I want to pinpoint it, I got to sit there and, like, play with the controller, get it back and forth to pinpoint things. with a mouse, so obviously you point exactly where you want it to be, and it's there. I think the grasses look really good around water edge. Like it's a good feature to use around water's edges and stuff like that. We can add in, since we haven't done them yet, where they up. These smaller rocks. Now we've done the grass. Again, just adds how everything is going to work out and look good over here. Oh, come on, we can get one. More in the water. Can't build on water. It's a rock. I can't just throw it in there. Just plop it down. There we go. Maybe one or two more over here with this little grass area. Alright, now we are obviously in need of trees. Wrong way. So let's start off with basic trees. Or palms. Once we start getting housing and stuff over here like I want to do, we'll start adding in like decorations around their house, around the housing and stuff as well. There we go. It's like it wants to throw it up there, but it just seems like it wants to put it too close to the road. Okay, now I told you we're going to start adding pines to this build. Not a lot, but, you know, there'll be some pine here and there. Go add a couple to this hillside too. And these little ones, gotta have these little ones in here. They're just part of, you know, that pine tree thing. And then I like to pretend that, where are they at? This little one here, this young linden, is like a super tiny pine tree. So one thing I wish I could do on here that you guys get on City Skylines too is the whole, like, you plant the trees and then they grow. And I think that's so cool. Let's get some more palm trees back out here because this is tropical. We do have these going around, so we'll throw a few of them down. Up, goes right there, right there. There we go. Got a fire going on. All right. Whoever moves into this little piece of property here is going to love it. Yeah, that looks great. I mean, honestly, to me, this is like an area that would not have a lot of human interaction with it. So there would be a lot more weeds and things like that growing in this area. And, you know, you'd have small spots like this where people would drive and make a little area, walk down, make a little area for fishing and things like that. So you would have some small areas, put a spot right there for fishing, you know. But yeah, just mostly be overgrown, rocks, trees, things like that. I'm liking it a lot. So got a couple of these coconut trees around. Too many. I already have a lot of trees here, so. Alright, so there we go. Let's leave that alone. It's nice. It hides that little stupid cliff. Not really hides it, but it, you know, it utilizes the cliff there and makes it part of this build. You know, you're able to put the road in there and make it look good. So what I want to do now is we get these, where are they? Here's these countryside stores. These are kind of cool. It's not what I'm looking for. Not necessarily any of these big hotels either. Oh, I remember. I have to do it this way. I'm still trying to learn all the new things. So we got to make an actual district here. So there we go. Come down here, finish this off. So what it is, you got to do an actual district here because you have to do this. Come in here, choose countryside, emerging downtown, shops of Shibuya. These are the new ones. I want the emerging countryside housing. That's what I'm going for here. And then we'll go ahead and just run our, go through here, make sure we got everything. I check, I know I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Old Town, only residents and businesses, we'll do that. Okay. I don't think I need to do anything else other than just that. So now, oh, let me get a stretch on here. Nomus, welcome! This is the one we're going for 1 million population. Yes, it is. This is Foosha. Bam. Get out of those districts. This is the one we're going for our 1 million goal. So right now, I wanted to use up some of the space over here and check out the new build. So we've been in here. We kind of got the area set up as far as the roads. Had a little bit of fun right here, making this little cliff look better so it wasn't just a basic ass cliff. And now I'm going to be going ahead and get back in here. Oh, and then one thing I noticed is up top underneath where it says district styles on this middle there, it actually shows you like whether it's high rise, low rise, I don't know what else to say, high rise, low rise, or any of that, you know, like where you can use these districts at. So this one is definitely all with the, here we go, this low density. So what I want to do now is I'm going to spread these out. I'll do a couple next to each other. I mean, we're not a huge need for housing or anything like that, so it's not going to like start building a lot back here. Hopefully it builds some. We're going to have to get some water, all the amenities back here, obviously. And then as this area grows, you know, we'll see what happens, and we may add to it. We may add more housing. You know what I mean? You never know. So things can turn out that way. I mean, it's not going to be super filled in, but it's also not going to be, you know, totally unused either. Is an idea here. And then, of course, we'll have to pay attention to these houses as they're building and making sure that we adjust landscaping for them as well. Yeah, I just want the one. I just want the one right there. This one, we'll put 3. This one, they'd drive to the top. But we'll put 2 up there. Something like that. That one looks like a middle finger. Actually, no, that one. There we go. We'll try to stay to the tops of these little spots too, because it'll build better instead of having them, you know, build this chunk up out of the ground there. Don't do anything up there. This one, throw that, and then this, totally planning, and just kind of this would be like a little more filled in. I think, in fact, the reason I was thinking that is because I would like to take, where is it, roads, and bring this road in if I could, but I don't think it's going to let me. Not without possibly do something like that, maybe. Okay, I do need to double check my zoning here. Yeah, I just wanted it to kind of connect in. That way it's just bam, bam right there. Like this one, I figure a lot more people would want the properties right here because you have this great view of the city. You're right here next to your job, possibly, if you work in the orchards. Or you can come down here to the school. They're right there next to the schools. It's like one of those spots, you know. It's a good spot. Like, people are already friggin' building there. They're gonna want water. Watch. Water, water. We need water, electricity. Oh my god. Water line's connected. We'll reconnect this one. Like that. To just go from there to there like that. I'm not sure if it needs to be connected anymore, but because it was originally, I think we should just go ahead and leave it alone. We'll just reroute it. I also had something called Citizen. Whoa, where are we going? I get to feeling for hitting the node limit. Yeah, one or the other. Either node limit or a million citizens. Like, let's just completely make the game freak out. That's the goal, right? Like, it just either freezes. or we keep going. One or the other. But yeah, I would love to see 1 million citizens before we reach a node limit or anything like that, to be honest. And we have, haven't had anything like that. I also hit something called citizen units recently, close to 240,000. There was a mod to increase that limit. See, and I haven't had to deal with that, obviously. Like, no mods or anything on here that I have to deal with. But it's probably something that they considered in this when they built the with the remastered. Yeah, see, that's what I'm wondering. Like, you know, if that was something in the game, though, maybe they did increase some limits that they just didn't really discuss. You know, again, I've got 309 citizens. It hasn't grown incredibly much more yet, but I don't have a lot more of the city building up for citizens yet. You know, I've been thinking mostly on businesses, like in areas like this. This is one of the more recent areas we did last time we were here in Foosha. Then, again, industrial areas like this and this. What else did we focused on the college one of the last times we were here, getting the college done. Looks like there's some stuff missing in the college for some reason. Not sure why, but it just feels like there's something missing from like right here. There used to be like a building or something I had there. I'm not sure why. And then, we were focusing on our transportation, public transportation as well, to try to increase that, make it better off. So as we increase our citizens, that's going to be working out better for us. Which, we brought public transportation to connect this side of our city, all of this business industrial area here, all the way over to this inside of our city. In fact, it connects basically all the way to this end of the city here. I mean, all of our stuff, you can get from one point to any other point in the city using public transportation at this point, I believe. What we got going on here? So, yeah, I'm pretty sure you can go from this train station right here, and using any number of public transportation, you could end up from that train station all the way over here at this airport, or even at this, like you could end up right here. You could leave that train station on the other side of the city and come over here to catch a football game. Honestly, I believe that's how well our transportation is connected, so... Household, offices, park, etc. If you have one of these small parks in the workshop, it can add up. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I do have a lot of parks in here, though. We'll find out. I mean, that's the goal. Breaking it and finding out. Where do we finally kill Remastered on the PlayStation 5? Clean up a few of these things popping around in the city here. That's good, that's good. These, ooh, got a death issue over here. You know what would work out, though? Is I think that they have to, like, travel from over on this side to get anything over there. So, what if... I mean, this spot doesn't necessarily have to be for housing, does it? We can make this a nice little seaside cemetery area. Would we want to be next to the water? No. Bodies could get washed away. That'd be messed up. But we have to fix this road. Dun, 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 dun. Not bad, not bad. We're gonna have a little bit of a travel to get back over there because I'm not gonna connect the road over this way. I could. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. Oops, not that one. That one. Reform. Let's turn off our zoning for this, though. Of course, it wants to do that. It's just the land. Let's see what it looks like. A little bit of terraforming here. Adjust this out. Bring this up a little bit by the sand. This area will adjust out just a hair. This needs to go down. It's gonna have some of this dirt look here, this kind of dirt rock look. Only because it is on that hill, we can't completely hide it without like doing a lot of destruction to what we had already messed with here previously. And this, we can do a little bit of adjustment to it though, and make it not such a steep thing. Add in some trees. There's some on that side. I'm going to start adding in the pines like I was talking about with this build. Grab some of these young lindens. And then we'll go ahead and choose some of these. Remember, this is tropical. We don't want to get too Pacific Northwesty. We want it to look more Florida-ish. Florida-esque. Not Florida man, just Florida-esque. And I'm not talking about... Let's get them some water. We'll just turn all those off. It'll make it easier to get it over here. You know, one thing that would be really cool, useful, and make a lot of sense is some houses should, like out in areas like this, you should be able to just have a well. Like the house should have an option to just have a well and not be on city water. Like, that's what we do around here, you know. We got wells. Not my, I mean, I'm on city water where I live, but there's, like, my sister and her husband, their house is on a well and everything like that, so. You're gonna have to go ahead and get all these water lines taken care of, so might as well just keep going with that, too. I know you love it. I know you all love watching the water lines get built, though. It's your favorite part of the build, so. We'll do it, we'll do it. We'll get these water lines down. Connected to that. That should be good. We just need a little touch of it out this way. This one needs some water. Oh. Walk away. Sounds good. This road I'm not 100% sure about. Like, I did put some housing at the top of it, but I don't know. Might not stay there. We'll see. the water line out this way now. Trying to go quickly, that's why I chose the to turn off like all the snap objects. So it allows me to just kind of make a good way like that. Like I try to stay under the roads, but it doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. I am not City Planner Plays, so. I mean, everybody has their own way of running water lines and stuff, I'm sure. Some people like to just run straight lines back and forth under the city. I like to do this because it's what I learned from City Planner Plays, and I've been doing it for a long time. And it kind of makes sense if you're going for realism and stuff like that, too, so. Get a couple more in here, and we should be able to fill up most of this area with just very minimal water lines. Like right here, we can bring one over. Looks like we'll need to do 2 more water lines through here. Alright, so water line's done, good to go. We already have housing ready to go out there. There's no power, though. That's the one thing that's going to suck. They've got power. They're in a good spot. So here we go. Oh, this is why I wanted to use it. Look at these houses. And see, I knew they themselves were going to pop up with these pine trees, too. It was part of the reason I'm like, okay, let's just do it. Let's go for the whole kit and caboodle here. But look at these houses. They look great. This is that countryside housing or whatever they call it. Let's go look again so I remember. Second members. Countryside, yep, countryside housing. So these, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, we're a pirate. Goody goody. Thought I'd get a better look. Got a little garage, nice little back area. The funny thing to me about these countryside houses is like, yeah, we've got a small silo in our backyard for no reason. We just have a silo at our house. Like, nobody just has a silo. I mean, we can pretend it's a shop, I guess. It's like the dad's like, I really want to shop, but I'm just going to go buy this used silo from down the road. This one is super cool. They've got the barn, they've got the nice big house, 2-level house there, and then they've got a little garden out here which really needs tilled and weeded badly. That is a huge house. That is a massive house. Then, of course, we got some other ones popping up. A bunch of cool, different styles. Again, I'm not sure about the whole grain silo, tiny grain silo in the backyard, but hey, whatever. We've got a little bunker style house right there. It's kind of cool. So yeah, that was what I wanted to do with this area. I thought these houses would fit in so well on. Oops, let's go play here. It would fit in so well with what I had going on here already with the orchards, and then the fact that it's just, you know, let's do some dirt roads, run it around here like this. I just thought, man, this is going to look good. It's going to look good. So over here, we'll have to keep an eye on it, because once things start building up, they're going to actually want to start bitching and crying about needing different things, I'm sure. You can turn off power lines and water pipes in 81 tiles. Yeah, see, I wish I could do that. See, and that probably helps with, like, the node stuff. They're winterized sunrooms. Oh, good. There we go. Oh, you know, my mistake. My mistake. Of course, of course. That must be the chimney right there. than these ones. I actually, what's funny about this house right here is this style of home right here, this like odd barn style, like where I grew up in Lake Arrowhead, California, there were tons of houses like this. Like this was a common house design from, I want to say the 70s, either the 70s or the 80s. I'm thinking the 70s in the Lake Arrowhead area. Like there's a lot of houses that have that style to it. Just these weird A-frame straight walls. This would all be roofed too. Like this would be a roof all the way to the ground. And then that would be the only walls on the side. It's just the oddest style, but a lot of houses in Lake Arrowhead. So I'm used to that style of home. There's another little bunker style home right there. This one almost looks like it's like a lodge for multiple people because of this out front, but I don't know why you'd place that in front of your house. Welcome to the Lewis family's house. Alright. Looks great. Looks good. I like what we did here. This is a great little add-on, just making this shoreline look really good over here. This is a nice little fitting, spot to fit in for this. That'll take care of, problems here and problems over here at the same time. We just have to keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't get filled up. This little dirt road here, I think we can leave it. Because to me, I think people would come down here, they would park, and they would get out off of this dirt road, and they just walk down and have fun at the beach. Stuff like that. This would be a spot where people that don't live right there on the water like them would just go park and hang out. Something like that, along this whole area, in fact. Despite the cemetery being there. This is looking good. I'm excited. I do like this little hillside. I guess it's the hillside. It even named itself properly. Holy smokes. Definitely reminds you of the Pacific Coast. It does. It does. I mean, with the trees. But see, that's what I'm kind of going for is I want to increase the amount of trees, the styles of trees and stuff. Like, it's so boring just doing only palm trees. Like I said, I know Northern California, Florida, even Southern California, the set like Louisiana, Georgia, I think Georgia might be a little too high. But areas like that, Missouri, Mississippi, they've got pine trees, they've got palm trees, and it goes back and forth. So, oh man, I made a good tea today. I made a really good tea. Put just enough vanilla flavoring in there. They just really make it pop. All right. So we'll let this one do its thing. We'll just have to keep an eye on it. A couple of houses are already being built up, which actually is no surprise to me because it's next to, areas over here like this. And the one thing I'm glad I did with the districting tool here, oops, wrong thing, was make this to where it's like only citizens on the drive, because this road would start getting used for the big trucks eventually, I would bet. Well, maybe not. There's way too much of a drive to get around to the freeway that way, or even into this district, so maybe not, but let's keep on top of that. Alright, so about an hour. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to do today. I thought that would take me a little more time. But I really didn't have like a huge plan for what I wanted to do with this. I just kind of wanted to check out the countryside homes and have a good time with it. So we got that going. Got the little tunnel there. Yeah, I'm a little lost on what to do next year, to be honest. We got enough not going on that we don't need to mess with this area, but we do need to start thinking about more business, more industrial zoning again here in the future. So I think one of our next... Oh, gotta clean that up. One of our next steps should be to start working with these areas again start spreading ourselves out that direction so we can start throwing in these business industrial zones that we're needing now. This area is going to obviously get some business, industrial, everything like that as well, but I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that in there yet, because I do want to integrate, you know, train lines and stuff as well, have some fun with it. So let's see here. Yeah, and then again, this area is going to have mostly housing. We're going to use this area up. We're going to have mostly housing in there also. I have some plans for that. Still not 100% sure how we're going to use this area. I don't want to overutilize this because a lot of this is preserve over here, or reserve, whatever. So I was thinking about taking a small section of this and bringing it down here for something to do on the water with some boats of some, you know, whether it be, we do have, where is it? Industrial stuff, unique factories. We've got this shipyard. So I've been considering using this area for the shipyard and setting this up. It's far enough away from the Beltway Preserve, whatever. And it's in a good area. I mean, it's launching right there into the water. Once it launches the ship, we can set up an on-ramp, off-ramp right here and just follow the line down. So it's something I was doing in one of my test builds that I did at one point. I did have it there in the test build, and then obviously through time, it's not there anymore. But that is still on my mind. I still want to put that in there, having the shipyard, because it is a tool to use and everything like that. So, but Veldamo, 1, welcome. I hope I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. Welcome. So, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Like, why not? It's a good little quick thing that I had already done before. It's not going to use up a lot of time or space. So let's go ahead and throw this down. I'm trying not to, like, be overbearing where that boat is. I mean, I might have to change some, see where that little tiny boat is. We might have to fix the lines right there. So I want to come just enough away from the line on the right there. Beautiful. Alright, so just basic road through here. That. That one. Here we go. And we'll use the curve tool. Oh, I need to turn everything back on. I was offended. Yes, you were warned. Oh, man. All right. So I do want to just curve this one up. I knew it every damn time. Oh, it was me. It was me. I turned it back on. I thought the bug got me. Like that. I want to clean that up, though. Upgrade. Turn off that zoning right there. Yeah, I'll get you power, everything in just a minute. Don't you worry. We gotta do a whole lot of stuff for you. Then we got this long drive in we gotta make. So let's do it like this. Oh, and then I just feel like it would look really cool to do this. Why is it not doing? There we go. R1. Take that elevation step all the way down, and then so like right here. I kind of just do this. So it's not super high, but you can tell that like they did something to adjust for being on the sand there, you know what I mean? Like, it's a floating road, in my opinion, to work with the possibility of the sand eroding away and stuff like that. So, just something in my brain that, like I said, just seems more appropriate in a sandbar like that. But here, I mean, we do have a little bit of sand to deal with, but we do got to get them on and off the freeway. So one thing I was looking at before was one of our newer... Where are they at? Here we go. Content creator. Wow, look at that one. What in the... I didn't look at any of these before. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Holy smokes. And they all have different names, too. That just seems like hell on earth to try to navigate. Get rid of that. Alright, these are some of the newest ones, and I haven't even looked at these yet. 3-point roundabout. Asymmetric trumpet. That one's cool looking. I really like that one. Rated interchange. Well, we're going to have to look at some of these in the future here, because some of these are awesome. Right angle dumbbell. Just, wow. Okay, I've seen this one before. I've seen people make the asymmetrical dumbbell before. Split trumpet interchange. That one's really cool too. But it's not exactly what I need from it. So I think the one that I liked most out of this, like, we do have this trumpet here, which is good. I'm looking for a trumpet, more or less, or something like this, the Parklow. Oh, maybe not the Parklow, because it goes both ways, all four ways, though. But this new one, I'm really interested in it. I like it. I want to see it. I want to see it. How do we use this? So you have to go in, like, right here. Hit pause since we have traffic running. We gotta be careful, we can't go back too far on that side. Of course, it wants to be a pain in my ass. Alright. And yeah, I've got to try to figure this out with a controller and not a mouse and keyboard. Give me a second. Alright, highway tools. These are 3 lanes. Not too shabby. It actually worked, slid in there pretty good. There's this side I was going to be slightly concerned about whether it would work properly or not. I might have to hurt that rock and replace it. Dun, dun, dun. Go. Let's go replace that rock really quick before I forget. I don't remember which one it was, but I think it'll be fine either way. Looking good. Okay, now we're going to have to remap this road. This was just, we'll throw it up, do something, and then I, obviously had to throw in that interchange. Come all the way back here to the little roundabout spot. Start with this. As a Eastern European, I would imagine, yeah, probably. Like us here in America, we have a hard time still trying to get used to roundabouts, so. They're always trying to make weird stuff here. All right, let's see here. So this one, what I want to do basically is just bring them together. So my best plan of action is going to be this. I have to start from up here instead of what I was doing before. Or what am I on? I'm on the wrong thing. Need that. And of course the bug. Even though zoning is toggled off. Okay. Now, this though, because I don't need this section here to be these 3-lane highways. What would be better off is to adjust this slightly for this one. Turn this into a 2-lane. I gotta adjust. I gotta make those roads where they come down and connect. They connect better. So let's make this a 2-lane. In fact, this should go connect through it instead of going like that. The way it's turning, but. Yeah. Reform. In fact, let's go ahead and upgrade all that back to 3. Because this is the actual highway, not the other one. The other one's meant for them to get off from the highway, bring supplies and workers in and out through there. So there we go. That's much better. What I want to do here then is we'll take like that. Of course it did that. I'm going to adjust. I'll fix the roads in a second. I'm just trying to do that. Then we'll upgrade. We'll go back to upgrade and we'll find our 2-lane here. Saving, so it's going to skip all over the place. There we go. Actually, it should be a 2-lane there. This can be a single lane actually here. Reverse the direction on that really quick. I keep doing stuff like that to myself. There we go. Beautiful. Small adjustment, and I made it work out perfectly fine. Good, 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 good. Okay, so now what I want to do is take these 2 lanes. I might not like that. Knew it. Freaking knew it. Oh, why does it want to do that to me? It'll do that. Okay, hold on. I got a better idea. Let's do it like this. This should actually give me a better connection. There we go. Just have to change that direction there. And then the only thing I don't like about this connection is that it's got the sidewalks. Let's go ahead and use our two-way, 4-lane highway here. That's a lot better. It just sucks that I can't, like... I'm also interested in why. Just why. Oh, man. I wish I could control the speed limits, though. So, like, it's the highway, so they're going to be doing the 100 kilometers or whatever on here. And, yeah, I would like to reduce that to, like, a normal driving speed, but whatever. So this, freeform. Will you stop going directions? I'm not trying to fucking go. Oh my god. There, my little bit of a raised road. Oh no, we can't connect. Can't connect. Like, why? Why is it so difficult to just connect to the spot I would like you to be in? Alright. I think the curve tool will work better here for this. Well, that might not be good. Oh, that'll work. That could work. Okay. Okay. Yep, not far enough. Still had a funky bend to it, doesn't it? I didn't quite get to the center with that highway. That's alright. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's not necessarily a roundabout or anything like that. It's just a spot. To turn vehicles around. Our only goal is to get out here for this. Do-do-do-do. So we'll throw one of these down for power. I'm going to have to adjust those boat lines. I have to remember to do that in a second here. And then as far as water goes, what I was considering as a good idea is to just do this. Oh wait, I'm going to need sewage too. So, you know, never mind. I was thinking about just doing a little water tower in a single line, but then obviously that wouldn't help for sewage. So we have to go through here, through this process. Arduous process of running water lines. Nope, that direction. Follow the freeway. trying not to go like super far. Mess up my cool straight. Oh, look at that right there. Messed up my cool straight line. Oh, we're so close. Okay. Which way do I want to go? I think I'll just keep going this way and connect into that line right there. Da-na-na-na. Beautiful. And you should have power already, so water should get there at some point. Oh, I gotta hit play, that's probably why it's not getting there. And then you just need materials. So people just need to bring materials. We're good to go. Should that be a one-way loop? I would make it a one-way loop, except for the fact that coming off of this is a two-way right there. So that's why I just went with the two-way loop. Like, yeah, it would have made sense. I totally get what you're saying there. It would have made sense to just make it like a roundabout in particular, you know, come in one way, out the other. But they do not give me that option. And since I can't make can't do mods and stuff like that, I can't just mod that street into a one-way street. So kind of stuck with this option. But it works though, because, you know, say they need to come in this direction, they can. If they have to go that direction, they can. Whatever. But got a little floating road over the sandbar. Kind of had to go through there. Like, I guess I could have floated it the whole way, but then I would have had trouble with all this, making all this work. And I could float a lot of that. I do like this spot. I almost feel like we could utilize this area here. There's still enough space between here and our nature preserve over here that we could put in like a small community on this side of the freeway, I think. Like just something where you'd pull off the freeway, there'd be like a hotel and a diner and like a couple of houses and a gas station. Like that's it. That's what I'm thinking would be really interesting right here. It's just, to me, it just seems like that type of area. You'd get off the freeway, you'd have this little spot where you get off the freeway, you'd get gas, maybe grab a bite to eat really quick, and then bam, you're right back on the freeway and onto your drive back to this, towards the city or whatever. Or even that direction, out that way, you know. I think it'd just be a good spot for it. Or maybe right in here. Right in here might be the spot. I'm going to think about that. I like that idea right now. It's coming to mind. I like it, and I'm going to think about it. But I'm not too upset about that. That actually works. That works pretty well. We just need some materials to start showing up. And we got nothing on the way right now, apparently. Eventually, they'll start bringing material out there. Not at this point. All right, everybody. I think it is time for me to get out of here for the day. I'm starting to get hungry. I want to eat something. And, yeah, I'm just kind of at that point where I'm a little lost for what to do next. And I think this is a good point to just say goodbye for the day. Thank you all for joining me. I really, really appreciate you all. Let's go back here while I'm talking and check this little area out that we're working on. I do like this new countryside housing that is popping up. This stuff is looking absolutely great to me. Looking amazing. But yeah, I feel like this turned out looking really good over here as well. Just this nice little seaside area. Once we start seeing housing and everything popping up again, we'll come back over here and start focusing on this area a little bit more and making sure it looks good too. But until then, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you all. You've been great. Always following me here every single week. I've got, obviously other games I'm starting to play and I'm enjoying. And if you want to check them out, feel free to do so. I would appreciate that as well.
Now, feel free to leave a like and subscribe down below if you have not already done so previously. I appreciate it. And until next week, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.